Does anybody remember Scooby-Doo, the beloved children's cartoon? Bro, this stuff was fire, right? You had these group of kids solving mysteries and stuff, and you found out that these creepy monsters were just people all along. Man, it was amazing. But there's one character in Scooby-Doo that's so lackluster, and that's Daphne, alright? You might think, what? No way. I like Daphne. Daphne's cool. Daphne isn't a bad character, she's just boring. And here's why. But first, we have to go over the rest of the characters to see why Daphne is boring compared to them. Might as well start with the poster child, right? Scooby-Doo. Now I give Scooby a little bit of leeway because he and Shaggy are the comic relief of the series for the most part. And every time that you see Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, you know you're gonna have a fun time. But anyways, what are some characteristics for Scooby, right? He is a talking dog, okay? He is hungry, he is scared, and he enjoys his pal, Shaggy. Now those are some pretty decent characteristics that you can come up with off the top of your head. Now what are some characteristics for Daphne? You probably can't think of any, because maybe Daphne is just a little bit boring, perhaps, and lackluster. Now you can say the same thing about Shaggy for Scooby's characteristics, but come on, it's Shaggy. And like I said, I give them leeway, because you can't have Shaggy without Scooby, you can't have Scooby without Shaggy. The thing about Shaggy is so much fun, right? You can enjoy hanging out with Shaggy and Scooby for an entire episode. But Shaggy and Scooby together, they're S tier. They're high quality. But to put it on a tier list, Scooby is a little bit better than Shaggy, but together, they're the best. But then once again, what does Daphne have? Nothing. Just nothing. Now, to move over to the leader of the group, Fred. He has a lot going for him, surprisingly. First off, he's of course the leader of the group. He has his ascots. He loves traps. He's a stocky guy. And he likes catching monsters. Now, that's a lot that you can probably think of off the top of your head. And that is why Fred is A tier. And if we go back to Daphne, what does she have? It's hard to figure something out, huh? Now let's move to Velma, okay? Velma is S tier. I'm not gonna pander to you guys. Velma's S tier, okay? She is the brains of the operation. She deals with the techno babble. She wears glasses. She always drops them, which is a defining character trait. And I know she drops them too often in the older Scooby-Doos, but it's still nice, okay? Now go back to Daphne, okay? What does Daphne have that's even equal to any of the other characters? So yeah, she belongs in the earlier Scooby-Doos, at least, in C tier. Mainly because of no definable characteristics. But Daphne gets better later on in Mystery Incorporated, okay? In the first couple of episodes, she was just kind of defined by Fred, but when she joined the Hex Girls, she grew a little bit, right? She got over him. That's a pretty good episode in my opinion, but just my personal preference. And the moral of the story is Scrappy-Doo sucks!